Good morning, children. Today we will do exclamatory sentences. You know what an exclamatory sentence is? It is a sentence which expresses sudden emotions, okay, and very strong emotions. So these emotions may be of sadness, maybe when someone dies, of happiness, of surprise, or any other emotion which is you're like suddenly in a shock. Okay, so you say, oh wow, or alas if you're sad, or hooray if you're happy, if you won a match. Okay, so these these sentences always end with an exclamatory mark. Clear? Okay, now let's read. An exclamatory sentence expresses some sudden or strong feeling of shock, happiness, surprise, grief. Grief means sorrow. It always ends with an exclamatory mark. What a lovely plant it is. If only every day were a Sunday. Put a over there. If only every day were a Sunday. How well he played. Okay, now how to make your exclamatory sentence into an assertive? Remove the question word. So whatever the question word is, like for example over here you had how, if you have what, you will remove that. Okay, and remember to form the sentence in the proper prose order. What is your prose order? Remember, I always told you proper prose order start with subject, verb, object plus a residual sentence. Correct? So you always start your sentence with the subject. 90% of the time when you're changing from exclamatory to assertive, you start with your subject. Whom are you talking about? Who is doing the action? Okay? Okay, now, adding the words, and also because it is exclamatory, you have to add in that words very, like it was very hot, or it was too hot to drink, it was extremely, he was extremely miserable. Okay, so depends on the exclamatory sentence, you will use these words over there. Okay, now let's see the example. What a good man he was. So now whom are you talking about? He. Okay, see, where is your verb? Where is your verb? Was. Okay, so who was? He was. Don't get mixed with man. Don't get mixed with man. How I am telling you, how I taught you. Yes, who was? Action is was. Who was? He was. So he is your subject here, not man. So he was. Then what I said, you have to add very or to extremely. So he was a very good man. End with a full stop. Okay, next, how beautiful it looked. So what is the action here? Looked. Now what looked? It looked. So you see it. That means you begin with it. It looked, and then you see very beautiful. Okay. Now interchanging assertive to exclamatory. Generally an exclamatory sentence begins with how, what, or an exclamatory expression like oh or oh. Oh, how beautiful. Or what a beautiful dress. How beautiful the dress is. Okay. If it's a wish, then it begins with if only. So if it's I wish that I were as strong as Hercules. Okay. So then you will start with if only, not how or what or anything else. You say if only I were as strong as Hercules. Okay. Then you have an exclamatory mark at the end. So it is very interesting. So it is becomes how interesting it is. Then it is a beautiful scenery. So, what a beautiful scenery it is. Or you, if you want, you can also say how beautiful a scenery it is. Okay. I wish I were as famous as Bill Gates. So here it is a wish. So if only I were as famous as Bill Gates. Okay. Then we sometimes the subject and the verb is left out. So, like say, first example, this happens only in your exclamatory sentence. So, it is very interesting. So, you say, how interesting. You say, it is very beautiful. You say, how beautiful. No need of saying it is. No need of saying it is. So, the subject, it, and the verb is removed. Okay. You only say, how interesting, or you say, how beautiful, Don't say anything else. Okay. Now we go to the exercise. Rewrite as exclamatory sentence. The captain was astonished. I wish I were a hawker. So remember, when I wish, it will be if only. So here the captain was astonished. You can say how astonished the captain was. Okay. Okay. I hope that someone will find them. Next, we are such a great nation. Next, it was a truly inspiring picture. Next, that is very strange. Next one, she is very ill. Eighth one, the happy prince looked very sad. Ninth, it is very cold here. 10th, we are very hungry. Next, I never heard of such nonsense. And the last one, I've been a bad girl. Okay, our next exercise is rewrite as assertive sentence. How happily she played the violin. If only we believe. Third, how proudly she carried home the prize. Fourth, what a surprise it was. Fifth, how touching their association was. Sixth, what an interesting number. Seventh, what a brilliant pundit he must be. Okay, so this lesson is quite short. So I'm sure you can do it. And if you have any problem, do clarify it with me. Okay, thank you and have a good day.